First thing I'm going to do is paint my face white. Now you can use an ordinary white face paint, but I prefer to use foundation simply because face paints tend to dry my skin out and white foundation tends to be much more gentle on my skin. Once I've painted the face white, I'm going to set it with white powder. Now if you don't have white powder, that's fine, you can simply use any kind of white eyeshadow if it's the only thing you have to hand. It doesn't really make any difference. Now I'm going to be using white mascara, and I'm going to use this to cover up my eyebrows. Now if you've got dark eyebrows like me, it's not going to cover it up perfectly, but it doesn't matter. Once we've drawn on the fake eyebrows, no one's really going to be looking at your real ones. With dramatic eyebrows like this, it's a good idea to just draw out roughly where you're going to draw, because otherwise it's very easy to make a mistake. So you want to do a dot at the high point of the brow and also where you want to stop. Once you've done this, resting your finger on your eyebrow, go from dot to dot and then do the same on the other eyebrow. At this point, thicken them up and erase any mistakes that you might have made the first time. And I'm also going to take a really fine smudge brush just to make sure that the edges are really sharp and neat. With the same eyeliner, draw a line down the upper lid and the lower lid, and then you can really roughly fill in the eye. It doesn't matter at this point how messy the eyeliner is, because that's the whole thing that makes this character so disturbing. It's meant to look quite messy and grungy, so don't be afraid to really go in there and rub it up and reapply it, just to give it that really horrible gritty edge. If you're not too fond of using your fingers, just take the foundation brush that we used earlier, and taking this you want to smudge up all the eyeliner, especially on the lower lid, because we want to create that dark circled look around the eyes. Fill in your lips with a red lipstick, and now taking a lip art brush, we're going to take it and you're going to use the edges of your lips as a guideline for what angle to go for. So see, it's going to follow the edge of the lip and then draw upwards, and then do exactly the same on the other side. Make both lines thicker, and then taking the black eyeliner from earlier, you're going to line around it. And then pursing your lips, you want to draw a line right down the middle of the lips and then blend it out with a lip art brush. Whatever's left on your brush, you could add a little beauty spot if you feel like it. And now taking fake blood, I'm just going to place this on the lower lid. So starting right underneath the lashes, I'm going to fill in that area and then bring it down the line that I created before. One of the finishing touches for this look is to paint your teeth to make them look like they're sharp. So I'm going to take some black tooth enamel. Now you need to dry your teeth and then paint them so that they're in a sharp shape. And then keep your teeth in the air for a little bit until it's dry, and once it's dry it won't come off until you brush your teeth. Add a bit more blood and a red wig, and that's it, you're done.